Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, bootlicker, shills, dust, lace, horse, vessels, vessels, minions, meat sacks, music fans. I'm a useful idiot. Welcome. And today I'm going to do another video with a musical topic. And unfortunately, my regulars know that means that inevitably the passing of another musical giant. And that's true in this case, too. We have Jack Bruce, the bass player, most notably of the group Cream, has passed away at the age of 71 of liver disease. And he was working right up to these final years, and he even had an album that came out this year. I think he has 12 or 13 solo records, but he's most noted for being the bass player and singer in Cream. And he started in his teens in the Graham Bond organization before that, and had quite a bit of experience before he was tapped by Eric Clapton, who was forming this new supergroup called Cream. Eric Clapton had been playing straight British blues with the John Mayall's Blues Breakers and had departed in order to form this new group. And this also is after his Eric Clapton's experience in the Yardbirds. And so Cream was formed, and he tapped Jack Bruce, and he really got a unique moment in rock history, taking a jazz bass player and a jazz drummer and playing this power psychedelic progressive blues over the top. That was their innovation, and most people remember Cream certainly for Eric Clapton's huge contributions, but one can't overlook the contributions of Ginger Baker and especially Jack Bruce. Not only was he an amazing bass player, arguably one of the greatest bass players who's ever played rock music, maybe the greatest, but he was also an amazing singer and could have made his career and his legend would still be intact if he chose just to be a singer, and also excellent writing skills. And so all those combined made him a force to be reckoned with, and that's one of the things that separates Jack Bruce's, certainly his early work, apart from any other bass players. Just an intense force of nature, unrelenting in a live context, and so juxtaposed with Ginger Baker's freeform drumming style and Eric Clapton's slow hand guitar extrapolations of the 60s in Cream. It was truly a monumental achievement, and I'll certainly attach some of that below. Some people have not really been exposed to the live Cream experience as much as they've heard the hits, and quite a different beast indeed. So we have Jack Bruce working with Cream from 1966 until 1969, and then he made a number of solo records right off the bat, including a number of jazz musicians like John Heisman and John McLaughlin, who contributed to early albums by McLaughlin, and also worked with the Tony Williams Lifetime. Tony Williams, a noted jazz drummer, created a jazz fusion group in 1969, 1970, and Jack Bruce was tapped to join the group by the time they did their second album. So that's a notable part of his career that people don't talk about. And then he also did gigs with different pickup bands and recorded records with a whole plethora of different rock and jazz musicians. He formed one group that toured in '71 that included Mitch Mitchell, the drummer from Jimi Hendrix Experience, as well as New York jazz guitarist Larry Coryell. And so a lot of these groups were fairly short-lived. By the time the early '70s rolled around, he tried to relive the sort of the glory days of Cream in some ways by forming a group called West Bruce and Lang with the guitar player and drummer from Mountain, who were noted for their hit Mississippi Queen. But Mountain, much like Cream, had mostly shorter tunes on their albums, but then would improvise and explore to great lengths, 15, 20-minute songs live. And West Bruce and Lang continued that same format. And Jack Bruce's contributions, once again, were staggering as a vocalist and as a bass player, as an improviser, and as a writer and singer. And the band kind of was built-in tragedy, being in the early 70s, and all members of the band were doing heroin at the time, but they managed to stay together for 2 or 3 years and put out 2 studio records, well worth hearing. And then Jack Bruce continued working with all kinds of different musicians in different formats, including Rory Gallagher, and he had a group called BLT with Robin Trower, and I'm sure I'm missing all kinds of other projects that he's been involved in, but I will include his Wikipedia page below so anyone can check out his long and illustrious career. And certainly Jack Bruce had a long and illustrious career spanning a huge range of different types of music, but always bringing his unique signature to it. So today we lament the passing of the amazing Jack Bruce, truly deserving all and any accolades that have been showered on him over the years. Truly a unique talent, and he will be missed. I'm a useful idiot. Don't you be one too.